What's going on, everybody? Welcome to JRsCorner. Chilling in my garage, trying to get some stuff done. Um, Feeling like a lot of my video and stuff that I've shot recently is kind of all over the place, for lack of a better way to put it. It doesn't flow very well, and it's hard, I have what I want to do in my mind, but putting it together in a video is a whole other story. So I'm going to try to piece together a little bit here with this video, just so that it makes sense and kind of you can see what I've been up to recently. So to start, I'm going to kind of show you what I'm doing, where I'm at. I'm in my garage, which has kind of go this way. Cleaned it out quite a bit so I could fit my car in there. This TL, as you saw in one of the recent videos that I did, the axle broke on it. And I did a quick repair to the driver's side just so that I could get it up and going again. But the time has come to finish fixing her. So I've got a big old stack of car parts, brakes, and fun stuff, and control arms and ball joints. So the whole front end and the suspension and everything will all get replaced, and I can get her aligned. I'm actually getting ready to go on a trip tomorrow, which that'll be obviously well done and over with well before you see this. But if you remember, this TL has squeaky brakes, and these brake pads are so hard to find where I live. So here's what I'm going to do. With my Type S, the pads themselves are actually okay. The rear brakes are really what's the big issue. And I'm putting new calipers on it and just kind of redoing everything so it's all nice and new and neat. And then I'm actually going to reuse the rotors and the pads on the front of my Type S and put them on my gray car, because I'm taking that car on my road trip. Because I'm tired of the squeaking, to be honest. And these are like $1,000 for brakes to replace everything. So, I'm going to do the white one first, get Pearl all set up, and then I'll do Storm. So, Storm, that's what I named her, waiting on the plate. So, that's going to happen. And then a couple of other things that I've done. As I mentioned, I cleaned the garage out because, as you can tell, I'm a big dude, right? And this whole coronavirus thing kind of threw a wrench in my plans for going to a gym or anything like that. So I'm actually setting it up so that I can work out in my gym after I'm done with my work day, because I do work from home now, so it works out pretty slick. The other thing about that is, as you saw on my Instagram, I bought a 7x14 enclosed trailer, and a lot of the stuff that was in my garage went in the trailer. So my other four-wheeler, my red four-wheeler, went in there. My red four-wheeler went in there, and then my wrecked car went in there, and then just a bunch of crap, like stuff of my kids and stuff that I wasn't going to be using. So put it all up in there, and then I took my truck, my dually, and my trailer, and I put them up in my sister-in-law's house up in Utah. That's where my travel trailer's parked, and they're kind enough to do me a favor. So, for now, it'll be up there. In fact, my trip that I'm going on tomorrow, is actually to drive back up there, because my hood on my dually is kind of in rough shape, and I was sanding it down and kind of chipping away some of the crappy paint, because whoever painted it last did a crappy job. And there's a bunch of bare metal exposed, so I'm going to go make sure that I get at least a coat of primer on it or something like that, so that it's not rusting and whatever from the snow and the rain that they get up there. There is some footage in this video, of that trip a little bit. I almost ran out of gas within a gallon of running out of gas pulling into Vegas with that on that adventure. So you'll get to see a little bit of that, and then bought me a new mountain bike, which I don't know if I got any footage of that yet, but just drove through Moab and a lot of driving. Went through not Grand Junction, but Crescent Junction, I want to say, going down to Moab, and there's some cars, somebody's version of a Scooby-Doo van and Lightning McQueen, although they look like they've seen better days. But there they are. They'll be in there, and just whatever other miscellaneous stuff I got laying around, I'll piece it together, and hopefully it'll make something worth watching or entertainment of some sort. If you're, like me, I like to watch YouTube before I fall asleep at night. It helps me kind of unwind, and so, at least something to look at. And then in my next video, I'm going to piece the footage together of when I do brakes on this side, not the brakes, the lower control arm and the CV axle. That's all done. If the camera wants to focus, there it goes, kind of. Come on, camera. So I actually broke the ABS sensor. It was actually rusted in the hub when I was trying to get the lower control arm swapped out. So, it's just been a busy time. My next video after this one will include me finishing this project. I'm going to do this side and the other side, what I haven't done on this side, and then the rest of the other side. And then the rear brakes too, I'm doing calipers on all four, new rotors, new pads, rear parking shoes, the passenger lower control arm, which includes the ball joint. I'm debating doing the tie rod still, and then the upper control arm as well, the upper ball joint. So quite a bit to do still. Either way, here's a few pieces of footage I got laying around. Gonna piece it together a little bit. Like I said, hopefully it brings a little entertainment value to your life, and we'll go from there. So enjoy. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to JRsCorner. Today, it's that dude's and that dude's birthday. They both turn 18 today, so they are officially adults. They can buy belt conditioner, and there's a story behind that, because yesterday I went to Walmart to buy belt conditioner because my belt on my truck is squeaking, and you had to be 18 to buy it, which I thought was really funny. And I said, this is what you have to look forward to tomorrow. Anyways, driving the big old girl today. Got her all hooked up. Truck, trailer ready to go. Fully loaded. Got the brand new ramp all ready to go. Got my propane tank for my travel trailer. My mountain bike. Just essentials, right? Essentials. Don't know really what I'm gonna shoot today. Don't know what the adventure's gonna hold, but I am driving 10-11 hours north up to Utah. It's like 700 and something miles, and this is either gonna end with no problems, or it's gonna end on the side of the road, which shouldn't put that out there, but I'm saying it's a possibility. Why, you ask? Well, because see, trusty Towpig over here, she's tired. She's tired. She doesn't like pulling trailers. She's not a very good Towpig anymore. She's a good girl, but she's not a good Towpig. Anyways, so we're gonna see if we can drag this up there. I got the trailer pretty loaded down. I got half a car in there and a four-wheeler and a bunch of my crap. So we'll see what happens, but guess we'll find out. Trip update. I am roughly 25 miles outside of Las Vegas. I just passed the Hoover Dam, which you could kind of see that a little bit. We went over the bridge in the time lapse there, and my truck needs gas. Like it really needs gas. I'm about 7 miles away from a Chevron that I want to stop at, but gas, like, let me show you here. Come on, girl! Hopefully we'll get there. It's just right over here up against this mountain. It's not far at all, but yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking to see if we're gonna make it there or not. I hope so, because yeah. So the last big town I was in said I had about 100 miles, and I've had about a half a tank of gas, and clearly my truck does not like pulling this trailer because it burned through that half a tank real quick, and so here we are. So passed a couple gas stations a little bit ago. Probably should have stopped, but you know, instead we're in the situation we're in. We're gonna take it nice and easy and hopefully get there all in one piece. So next update will either be us stuck on the side of the road or we'll be at the gas station. Can we do it? We're so close. We did it. We did it. Yay. We made it! ladies and gents. It's a little windy. The truck made it. Oh, I'm gonna block the wind here. The truck made it. She's tucked in safe next to my travel trailer with everything. Woke up with some snow on it this morning, but she did good. She handled that trip like a champ. And now I'm headed back home and picked up the rest of my family. Actually bought myself a new mountain bike, and I bought one of my boys a mountain bike, and then I got my old mountain bike with me. And we are in Crescent Junction, Utah, which is about 20 minutes from Moab, which is, if you know anything about anything, it's about as high on the list as you can get when it comes to mountain biking and rock crawling and just recreation in general. And we are here, so I'm gonna go screw around with it, have a little fun. Can't spend too much time because I do have to get home today, but gonna go play with my new bike a little bit. And I'm at this kind of a crazy spot here. It's a jerky place, Twilight Zone Jerky, I don't know what it's called, but it's here at Crescent Junction. Now, a funny story about this is 2013, I actually broke down in my truck that I had at the time. The front U-joints on the drive shaft, the front drive shaft, came apart. And so I babied it here, and I parked here, and I called the dude. I didn't have any tools with me. Called the dude to come save me, like a tow company, rescue company, whatever, and told him I just needed the driveline removed. And he's like, yep, no problem. Shows up and had one arm. Yeah, I felt like I sucked pretty good at working on stuff when the guy with one arm was the guy that saved me. But either way, fun story. That was 2013 in my Dodge Ram that I used to have. And so yeah. Anyways, I'm going to take a picture of a couple of these cars that are chilling here. And then we're going to get on the road. See if we can't get down to Moab and keep it on moving on home. So another travel adventure for me. Yay! Okay, so here we go. We got to Moab. It's actually kind of chilly here, but it's actually over there behind me, Moab, or whatever. It comes down the strip. A lot of red rock. You can see kind of background. If you look this way, snow. So clearly not a good day for playing, but so I guess we'll just do some driving. If I find a cool spot to pull over, maybe ride the bike out a little bit, I'll probably do that, but otherwise we'll just keep it moving and see if we can get home at a decent hour. But tried to go to Arches National Park, which is a pretty cool place, and they actually had it closed because they said it was full. So I don't know how a national park gets full when you hike and stuff, but they said it was full, so they're not letting anybody else in. So bummer on that too, but here we go. Just keep it moving, I guess, right? I am standing here in front of my house because I finally took a few minutes and cleaned my garage out, which it may not look that clean right now, but it's really a lot cleaner. Reorganized, got rid of a bunch of stuff, just trying to make it, because here in Phoenix it's starting to get hot. I mean, I've been sitting outside for like 2 minutes and I'm already sweating. So it's starting to get hot, so I wanted to jump on it and make sure that get a few projects done. This project that my boys are currently working on, which say thanks to them, or congrats to them, because they just turned 18. So get out of my house. Just kidding. They're good boys. They are working on helping me. Ouch, fingers. And now it's really dark. They're helping me install a garage door opener. So the first and foremost, I know it's kind of dark, I'm going to change that in a sec, is you assemble this track. It all comes in the kit. I just bought a Craftsman garage door opener at Lowe's or wherever it was. Lowe's, yeah. So what we did is we just assembled it, put it all together, put the chain on, put the pieces on. Really good instructions. Mounted it to the front here. It's got instructions on what to do if you don't have that piece. Let me get this back open. Ow, for the light. Ow. I would be so glad to get rid of this stupid lever. It cuts my hands up like all the time. Anyways, so just show you. So I went ahead and bought these 2x4s, mounted those up, and then it comes with these rails. The rails are going to mount to the 2x4s, and then it's just a matter of running your wires. Thankfully for me, my house comes with that handy dandy little outlet. Caden, don't smile with your bed head. Thanks, appreciate it. Good job, Hopper. Anyways, and then the wires, I'll run it over there, and then there'll be another one that goes this way, so that I can mount a access plate right there. So yeah, that's, it's pretty straightforward. I'm gonna let you hang out with my boys for a little bit. Let them kind of show you how to finish things up. By the way, I don't know if you guys have noticed this in videos, but I've got these little styrofoam. It's supposed to be insulation from the heat. I don't like them. They make a mess. They look weird. But I don't know if they actually work or not either. But anyways, I'm going to put the camera on them, and they're going to pretend like you're not here, and just going to go ham. Bye. How's it going, everybody? I'm coming to you live from snowy, hill-covered Utah. Actually, here, I'll give you this view too. Yeah, there you go. Alright, so I'm over at my sister-in-law's, brother-in-law's house here in Utah. Got my Towpig and my trailer. I actually just brought that up here, as you saw. There you go. I actually built this shed here a few years ago, and it's not perfect, for sure, but I built it 100% from scratch, just out of my mind, just whatever. So anyways, I brought my trailer up here. It's got a bunch of my crap in it, and realized that I made a mistake. So I came up here a few weeks ago, which is the footage of me driving up here and almost running out of gas. When we got up here, it was raining and snowy, and this whole area in front of my truck was all muddy. And I only had about 24 hours up here before I had to go back down. Because I just came up, dropped the truck off, and then left with my Suburban. And the reason for that was my kids had to work. So I didn't really have time to get up here and get anything ready. But one thing that I remembered that I've forgotten to take care of before I leave her up here for a bit is my hood. Now, get here a little closer. Whoever painted this hood did a really crappy job with prep. This all started off as a little tiny hole right about here. And as I've washed the truck and prepped the, like whatever, this is slowly peeling away chunks that the prep work wasn't done. And as you can see right there, I had sanded it down to bare metal down in Arizona, which is fine. But up here where it rains and snows a lot more, it's starting to rust. So I realized I needed to come up here and prep this, sand it down. I may not go crazy with it because I'm not by any stretch of the imagination a professional when it comes to body work. I don't really know a whole lot about body work. That is one of those areas I would like to learn more or whatever, but I'm not there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to prep this as good as I can so that I can leave it up here. I bought some stuff at the store so that I can sand it and put something on it so it's not bare metal. I don't want to leave it exposed to where it's going to rust. So I bought some stuff to sand it and clean it all up. And then I'm going to use some of this Rustoleum. It's gloss paint and primer all in one. Looks like it dries pretty quick, which is good because it's supposed to rain here, I think tomorrow. And then I bought some gloss clear to go over it as well. We'll see how well it works. Like I said, I'm by far a professional when it comes to a body work. And this truck will eventually have a professional paint job on it when I'm done with my other projects and can start on this one. So I'm gonna go get crazy on this. I'll record it, put it in time lapse so that you guys can at least kind of see what I'm doing. And like I said, I'm not a professional. I'm just trying to get by until I can go get it done right. So hope you enjoy. Alright, so I've got it sanded, got it all taped off and masked so that I can spray it. You can see some swirls in here, but I'm not really worried about that. Like I said, I'm just trying to paint it to get me by until I can pay somebody else to do it right. Because I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to body work.
So what I'm going to do is, I got it masked off. I'm going to use this. You got to make sure you shake it for a good minute. The key is to not have it too close. You want it to be a mist, not a liquid, I guess. When it hits the thing, you don't want it to get thick and start to run. So. How's it going, everybody? So I don't know if you've noticed, but my cameras keep dying. So I had to do a lot of this without actually getting it on camera, just because I need to take advantage of it sunny, because it will get kind of chilly here in a little bit once the sun goes down. But there's the finished product. It's not perfect. I know it's not perfect. It's not meant to be perfect. It's meant to get me by. It's meant to keep the hood where it's chipping at the paint and the bare metal's exposed from rusting. So that should get me by. That's 2 coats of black paint and then 2 coats of clear coat. And it's obviously a little bit different shade of black than what was there. I actually ruined my headlight and my grill because I'm a genius. Actually, I was trying to get rid of the dust of the from sanding, and I wanted something that wasn't gonna put moisture in on the metal. So I'm a dummy, and I sprayed brake clean on it, thinking, oh, that dries quick and that'll rinse it all off. Yeah, I did that all right, and then decided it wanted to eat part of my headlight and my grill, and I'm just a moron. So there you go. It is what it is. It will all eventually be fixed. It'll all eventually be much better than it is. For now, she's just gonna stay in current status until I get my white TL done, and then I get the gray TL done, and then this one will get some love. So yeah, hood's painted. Here in a minute, I gotta hook it back up to the trailer. I gotta let that dry for a bit. I think I gotta give it a couple hours, and then it'll dry, and should be able to be outside in the elements. And it's kind of windy here, so that should help it dry a little bit too. I just hope nothing like a bug or something doesn't get stuck in my paint, because that would look goofy. But again, not perfect, not meant to be perfect. Just a way to fix it until I can make it perfect and actually pay somebody to do it who knows what they're doing. Eventually, there's so many things with this truck that I want to figure out how to make it perfect, like what color I'm going to paint this when I do paint it, because I will be painting this. I'll be taking it down to the frame and just going ham with it. When she gets lowered, at this, what's it called, C channel, the frame back here for the axle. So lots of good things to come, but priority number 1 is my Acura. It's currently sitting in pieces in my garage, and it's kind of windy, like I mentioned. And then that Acura will be project number 2, because it basically needs all the same stuff as the Acura number 1. So I'll get this one done once the other one's done, and then go from there. So stay tuned. White Acura here within the next couple months is going to be looking really good. Going to be putting out a couple videos on that. and then go from there. So thanks for watching, appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you enjoy, and if you don't enjoy, thanks for watching this one. Okay, bye.